Hi guys, welcome back to Casually Crafted. My name is Ashley and this is Crafty Chat number 77. So today is just going to be a quick, like the whole 2024 review of goals and whatever, and then like talk about 2025 plans. Obviously I'm a little late to the game, but those of you who have been here for a while know that that's just how things go around here. I never get things done as soon as I would like. So anyway, so last year I got this little notebook and, well, I just had it. I just found it in my stuff. And I wrote the little boxes. You can see that, there we go. Of just random, it wasn't really like goals that I wanted to do. I wanted to do like not necessarily goals, but just mostly projects that I wanted to get done throughout the year. And so then I would kind of just cross off the box as I did them. The ones across the top are all things that were like unfinished projects from previous years, and they are still not finished. So so like my daughter's temperature blanket, I have a wood welcome sign that I need to finish gluing all together. I have a sweater that I started for myself, and another non-crochet project where I'm making the letters of my daughter's name to hang up in her room. Those never got done. I did have on here coin purse, and I couldn't remember what that meant because I made a coin purse for my friend for her birthday, because with the first project, it was like the first thing of the year that I did, because what I was making her didn't turn out, and I also made myself a frog one, so I crossed it off because I don't know if there was a specific coin purse that I meant because I wasn't specific enough on there. I also had the mandala wall hanging, which I made that because that goes with my gallery wall, which is on here too. So that's one thing that I finished this year. I had on here my frog make-along, which we did throughout February. Easter dresses, so I made 3 Easter dresses for my girls. I had Christmas ornaments on here, which I did not make any. A bat for my mom, a turkey for my mom, and the drink mitt cozy things, which was like an unfinished project, and I did get those done. And then the last thing on here was make 1 necklace a month, and I don't think I made any. Well, I made some necklaces that were like a special order from my little sister. They were choker necklaces, so not the same type I would make with the crochet thread and seed beads and stuff. So that goal I apparently completely forgot about. On this page I drew little circles, and I was going to color one in every time I used up a ball of yarn. So it looks like there's a lot of pink on there. This first one is supposed to be red, but for some reason the pack of markers my kids have, it's like a big pack of skinny markers. There was only 1 red in there, and now it's missing. So it's been missing for a long time. So that's supposed to be red. There's a lot of pink. These ones are from the Easter dresses. One of these is white. I think this one. Black, more pink, a yellow. This was a pink and black variegated. So I don't know why there was so much pink this year, but that happened. And then the second page I actually wrote down what type of yarn it was that I finished off, and like what I had been using it for in the process, right? A lot of these were like, they were ones that I used for towels or multiple projects. They weren't like, besides the Easter dresses, that was the one project that used a lot of yarn. Everything else just uses little bits of yarn at a time. So eventually it runs out. So those are just the balls of yarn that got finished, even though I probably didn't use them completely from start to finish that year, if that makes sense. And then for some reason in the back is where I did have a page that said started projects. Well, I'm really bad at writing things down because it was empty. So I've discovered I'm not very good at writing things down physically when I start a project. So we're not even going to bother with that. But in the back, I had pages for finished projects. So I had a page for finished amigurumis, and then towels, because those are kind of like the main things. These are also amigurumis because I ran out of room over here. And then I had miscellaneous, and then this is I made another page of amigurumis from the Halloween market that I did. So, just for fun, I wrote some totals on this very back page that I left blank for some reason. And so for balls of yarn finished, I counted those up and it was 17. For the amigurumis, I split them up between like the little no-sew ones, low-sew or kind of medium-sized dish ones, and then like larger ones that have lots of pieces that you actually have to sew together. Because I feel like those are all kind of different categories. So anyway, so for no-sew amigurumis, I made 161. For low-sew, I made 24, and like the bigger, more complicated ones, I made 5. And you guys, this is if I actually wrote stuff down and took pictures of things. Like, it's possible that I miscounted or didn't write things down correctly. I don't know. So this is just a generic idea. I have that I made 47 towels. So the kitchen towels with the topper part that you crochet on. I made 9 hats. Most of those were beanies. 4 bags or pouches, so like coin purses, market bags, things like that. 30 chapstick holders, 20 popsicle cozies. Some of these were just random that I didn't have a category for. 15 scrubbies, 3 sets of water balloons. That might have been 4, but I don't know. My mandala wall hanging, 7 fidget toys / stress balls, 6 necklaces, which were for my sister, and then the 3 Easter dresses. They get their own category. So I did not add up the total of items I made, but it's kind of a lot with all those no-sew amigurumis. But that's because I did 2 markets this year, and I don't normally do those. So, or I haven't really done those in the past. So a lot of those were made and then sold, and they're not anymore in my house. So, I mean, I have a little bit left over, but not a ton. So I decided to just turn the page and write 2025 goals kind of the same way, and then drew some more circles for finished off balls of yarn. I didn't do as many circles because, I don't know, I can always add more, swirl around more if I need to. So let's see. I think we can move on to my 2025 goals. I want to finish a temperature blanket for my daughter. I was trying really hard to get that done for Christmas. I was doing like 2 rows a day over Thanksgiving break at my parents' house. I was just able to do even more than that. But I got to the point where I was like, I still have a million ends to weave in and so many other things to do to get ready for Christmas that I knew it wasn't going to get done. So I ended up making her a little dog instead because she was cute. She was like, every time she saw me making something, she's like, Mom, when you're done with that, can you make me a yellow dog, please? It's like, okay, so I made her a little yellow dog, which I haven't shown you guys because I haven't shown you the last few things that I made for Christmas. But, so that was her Christmas present, and she was super excited that I made her a little yellow dog. And, she was probably more excited about that than having a finished blanket. So, anyway, that needs to be done this year. Also, my welcome sign, and my sweater, and her name, that's all on there. I put on here county fair ? So I didn't enter anything into the county fair this year. I didn't really have anything that I felt. I'm not going to like go out of my way to make something specifically for it just because I have lots of other things that I want to do that I don't want to waste time doing that. But if there's something that I've made that I feel like could go to the county fair, I want to just keep that in mind. I didn't do it last year. We were out of town. There was like 1 or 2 things I maybe would have entered, but you're supposed to only enter things that have been made within the past year. So I don't think I should go back and add those things from previous years. There's a baby blanket that I'm working on that I've showed you guys. And they were supposed to have their baby, I thought, at the end of January, and she just had her like 2 days ago. So I'm kind of upset that I need to finish that and mail it out still. I want to make a Highland cow, which I've talked about a little bit. Um, okay, so two of these things. So Terry over at Yarn Joy podcast, she was doing a Finish It Friday where she would draw like an old whip, like all of her whips were written down on a piece of paper, and she would draw one of those and then work on it till the next Friday. Um, I want to do something similar to that because I have a lot of things besides the ones that I already mentioned, those big projects. I have a lot of little things that literally just need to be like ends woven in or pieces just sewn back, like sewn together, just really close to just being done. And I get so busy with other things that I don't ever go back to finish those things. So I want to do something like that. And I have everything I think that I remember that I need to finish. I put it on a little spinny wheel app. It's like that it'll just like pick one for me to do. And then along with that, I want to make ahead items for different seasons in case I decide to do craft fairs and or just sell these items on my own. Like I've been wanting to do Christmas ornaments for a long time, and then it gets close to Christmas and then I run out of time. And so what I want to do is I'd made some spinny wheels too for this, is I want to do, let's say I want to do like springish and summer things for like January, February, March, maybe parts of April. I haven't figured out the exact amount of weeks I want to work on these things, and just spin the wheel and work on that thing. So some of them are like dishcloths or market bags or birds, like amigurumi birds, and I can't remember what else, ocean animals, things like that. There's like 20 different things. So I won't have time to make all of them because here's my thoughts. So if you're new here, part of the reason why I don't post very often or in a schedule is because my husband works 2 weeks away from home and 2 weeks, and then he's at home for 2 weeks. So that makes our life schedule a little bit crazy because when he's home, we want to do like family outings, or we want to go on dates, or we want to, like, I'm not staying up till midnight just doing stuff on my own. We're like spending time together, talking, whatever. And so I actually get a lot more personal time when he's gone because I don't mind staying up late and being alone and doing my own thing once the kids are in bed, or like when my daughter's in preschool, and like we sometimes go on lunch dates when he's home, but you know, I just have myself when he's at work. So I actually do have more crochet time in theory. You know, I probably should just be better at cleaning my house or something, but I take that personal time while he's gone. And then so I don't often make videos while he's home. And so it's easier for me to make a video like at night when the kids are in bed after he's gone, and then, you know, then it takes me 2 weeks to feel like I have enough stuff to make the next video, but then by the time he gets home I haven't made the next video. So my thoughts are to, like, pretty soon after he leaves for work, like that day or the next day, make a video, pick the items that I want to make for the next, probably I'll just do 2 weeks at a time. And then the night before he comes home, in theory, I can make a video of the progress I've made on the whatever sleeping whip that I want to work on and the make ahead craft fair items that I want to work on, and just concentrate on those things more when he's gone. And then I might still spin the wheel for the next 2 weeks while he's home, but like maybe just one or the other, or not work on them as much. I don't know. I haven't decided what that's gonna look like, because like that, yes, there's a lot of things I want to do and make, but at the same time, like, I still need to have a life, and I have 3 kids and they all go to different schools, and like I still have stuff to do. So I don't want to make this like crazy, but I also want it to help me be proactive and make things ahead of time so that if I do a craft fair, both of them I had like a month to get ready, and so I had nothing made, and so like that whole month I was just ignoring my family, just making, and it was a little stressful. So if I can make some things ahead of time, even if I don't do craft fairs this year, cool, I'll sell them some other time. Like, I don't care. So that's my thoughts on those. So I did write on here I want to try to do 2 videos a month. So hopefully that'll keep me on track a little bit. We'll see. I do want to start posting on my Instagram more because I'm really bad at that too. Even if it's not like finished objects, I can show like whips and stuff. I don't know. We'll see what that looks like. And then I put on here Tunisian crochet ? Because I've been meaning to learn how to do that for a few years, but I don't have any like specific plans. It's just kind of like if it comes up in something that I decide to make, then cool. And this other one I just added. I've gone back and forth on this one, but I've been seeing it all over like Instagram and Facebook and stuff. I don't use TikTok, but it's probably there too. Where people make a granny square to match the books that they've been reading, and then they make a blanket out of it or whatever. And I don't like making granny squares and sewing them together, but I think it's a really cool idea, and I listen to a lot of books. I don't sit and read anymore because I like to multitask, so I listen to books. So I'm thinking about doing that, but I would probably do, instead of granny squares, I'd probably do moss stitch squares, just because I like to do the moss stitch. And who knows, maybe I'll start that. I've already finished one book for a book club in a few weeks. I don't know, maybe I'll start it and not finish it, or I don't know, but I think it's a cool idea. I don't know what I would do with a blanket at the end either, just have a blanket. I don't know. I don't usually make blankets that much for myself. Mostly baby blankets because those are easier. My heater just turned on. Other project that's going on. Okay, so you can maybe see that there's like shelves behind me instead of me being in my normal spot. I am reorganizing my craft room / kids playroom toy storage area. It's a disaster right now everywhere around you. I had to like shove boxes out of the way to be able to put my stand up, and then I crawled under my desk to plug it in. Yeah, so it's a disaster, but I've been taking little clips as I go, so that'll be a video eventually when this room is done being destroyed and put back together. So I got this shelf for Christmas, and I just put it up today because I was busy rearranging all the furniture and all the other stuff in here. And so I'm gonna try to put my all my solid color acrylic yarns in here. I explained it on my other video that I haven't shown you yet, but all of that is under my bed right now, and it's overflowing and driving my husband crazy. So we're trying to get as much of my yarn into this room as possible while still letting it be partially a kid's playroom. So that is another major project that I'm working on right now. And one of the nativity sets that I made for a friend of hers saw it and asked if I would make her one, like she would purchase it from me. So I'm trying to work on that too. It's kind of slow going because I was just working on it in the car because my husband just left for work, so while he was home I wasn't working on it. And so between that and the baby blanket and this room, those are going to be like the main things that I'm working on. I do want to try to do the spinny things and tell you what I got. I think I'll just do it in this video, maybe, but they're on my phone and I'm recording on my phone, so I didn't think that through very clearly. I should have made them like on my tablet, and like I don't know if I'll be able to record it or if I'll just have to like pause and then tell you what it landed on. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So if I don't insert a clip of what they are, then I guess I'll talk to you guys next time. But yeah, so I think I'm going to work on this a little bit tonight and not edit this video tonight just because I want to work on it, and maybe I'll edit this video tomorrow night. So I guess I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys.